Good morning, Munsey Park. Today is day 3 of our at-home learning. That means we're ready for our morning announcements. Here we go.
Good morning, Munsey Park School. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2020. My name is Brady Smith and I'm from Mr. Cohn's 5th grade class.
And my name is Owen Smith and I'm from Miss Dussel's 2nd grade class. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
We will now hear some important announcements from Mr. Nolan.
Thank you very much, Brady and Owen. Good morning, Munsey Park, and happy Monday to you all. Today, we are excited because it's day 3 of our at-home learning. We hope everyone had a nice weekend, and we are looking forward to the great work you'll be doing this week at home, and we thank your teachers and staff for all of their work. Today is National Chip and Dip Day. So we have chips, and dip. National Chip and Dip Day. I have to give Thomas a chip. All right. Today is also National Puppy Day. So happy days to all the puppies out there. National Puppy Day. We have mindful words of the day, and they come out of our morning mantras book, and that is, brilliant things happen in calm minds. Be calm. You are brilliant. Words to live by. We want to wish everyone a great learning day. Don't forget, boys and girls, the 3 R's. Respectful, responsible role models. And don't forget to show your amazing character in your words, your actions, and your attitude. Make it a great one. Let the day begin. And with that, we are ready to begin our day with a story. And Thomas is here. And Thomas is going to enjoy the story as well, right? The story I'm going to share today is very appropriate for our weather. It's going to be a very rainy, wet, and soggy day. So the story that I'm going to share is Raindrop Splash, and I'm sharing it with permission from Scholastic. And when I read this story, you're going to hear and learn something called, a literary element called automatopoeia. An automatopoeia is when a word describes a sound and actually mimics the sound, object, or action that it refers to when it is spoken. So in the story, Rain, Drop, Splash, you're going to hear drip, drop, splash repeated throughout the story. And that word splash is an example of an automatopoeia. So here we go. We are going to read the story. Raindrop Splash by Alvin Treslet. Pictures by Leonard Weisgard. Drip, drop, splash. Drip, drop, splash. Drip, drop, splash. Went the rain all day. Dripped from the shiny leaves, dropped from a rabbit's nose, splashed from a brown bear's tail, fell from a daisy's face, trickled down the tree trunks, and splunked on a green frog's back. Pictures, Thomas. There were so many raindrops, they made a puddle. The puddle grew larger and larger and larger until it became a pond. Water lilies floated on it, little fish swam in it, and tiny snails sat beside it. Still it rained. Drip, drop, splash. Drip, drop, splash. Drip, drop, splash. The little pond grew larger and larger and spilled right over into a brook. tumbling and splashing and running down the mountain. Scared, a chipmunk splashed some violets past a mother deer showing her baby how to drink. Jumped over big stones, fell into deep pools, and rested on a bed of soft green moss. Then tumbled into a lake. Now it was a big lake with big fish and tall pickerel weed. Dragonflies skimmed over the water. Turtles floated quietly, and a red-winged blackbird built his nest in the rushes.
This is for sure.
Yeah. Still it rained. Drip, drop, splash. Drip, drop, splash. Drip, drop, splash. The lake grew larger and larger. It flooded a farmer's meadow. And the cows stood in the mud.
A farm.
Do you see the cow?
A farmer now.
Yeah.
A foreigner now.
It covered a road, and the cars couldn't pass. And the children had to go to school in a boat.
What's the house? The house.
Yes.
Whoa.
Then it overflowed into a river with houses and towns along the shore. It ran under bridges and over waterfalls.
The house.
Men fished from the rocks, and 2 teams had a boat race.
What's the was?
Yeah. Past factories and warehouses, the river came to great cities with docks. There were ships and barges and scows and tankers and a boat full of people on a holiday. Little boys jumped into the water. Subway trains and cars ran under it. Ferry boats puffed back and forth on top, and seagulls flew all over it looking for fish to eat. Then it passed a fort and a lighthouse and a bell buoy, and the river flowed into the sea.
What's the say?
Tall waves rolled up to meet it. There was an ocean liner with lots of little tugboats guiding it. The sun came out, and at last, the rain stopped. The end. So, boys and girls, Mr. Nolan has a challenge for you today. When you're done with all of your work from your teachers, I would like you to be creative, and I want to see how creative you can be. I'm asking you to go on to Flipgrid, and our code is going to be Munsey Park. And you are going to be able to tell me a story about the rain. You can write a poem about the rain. You can even write a song about the rain. And we'd like to see how creative you can be. So post your videos on Flipgrid to code Munsey Park. I look forward to seeing all of your happy stories, and I look forward to sharing them with Mr. Altman and our teachers. Make it a great day, boys and girls. Let the day begin.